What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? Okay, guys, I have been gone for a long time. I am trying something new. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick and choose these shows that I would like to review. And the first show that I am choosing is one of my favorite shows, and that is Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, excuse me. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 1. Okay. Baby, all I can say is they starting with a mess already. First scene, Sheree. We get introduced to Sheree. Once again, now let me tell you what I feel about Sheree. I don't like Sheree, but I can do her on my screen. But the idea of her being with Martell Holt really makes me not like her. I just feel as though, and I hate saying this, but I just feel as though their relationship is business instead of personal, because I don't know, Martell just gives opportunists. Yes, I'm saying it. And Sheree just gives, I don't know. I would like to think that she's not stupid enough to really want to be with a nigga like Martell Holt. But hey, it is what it is. So we see them. He comes through the door. He was just had a shoot for Upscale, I believe it was, and he comes in, Sheree, with all that body. Now, this one thing I can say, she has a body. That lady has a body. But with all that body, they go to the table, and she's rubbing his bald head or whatever. Child, don't nobody care. But they began talking about what was it? They began. Well, we're just gonna skip some stuff. Let's go right to what I want to talk about. They brought up Candy and Tyrod, and Candy on a radio show with Shamia at some point basically said that he was an opportunist. And he felt some type of way about that. And basically he's sitting there calling them, ain't they like 3 feet tall or whatever? They ain't got nothing going on. I'm just like, dude, it's already given. The camera is in front of me. And I'm just finna talk about whoever I want to talk about. And Sheree just keep kicking and laughing. But you wonder why you and Candy's relationship is not where it is. But Sheree like to throw stones and hide her hands. Okay, next, Sheree has a surprise for him. Why he goes and get undressed, and why did they have to put the camera on all his privates and stuff? It didn't do what it was supposed to do. But anyway, Sheree hires a private chef, I guess, for them for the day. But why is he thinking that this is something else? He thought it was a different surprise. He didn't believe that it was that type of surprise or whatever. Anyway, I just feel like their relationship is corny. I just feel like it's cringeworthy to see them on my screen. I feel as though, I don't know. I just don't. From the time I saw the pictures come out of them together holding hands at this park or somewhere, wherever it was, I just feel like, this was so scheduled. This was so planned. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes, no, I just feel like all the time Sheree is cringy. The bitch barely can get a word out of her mouth because she always stuttering. She gets on my nerves, honestly, okay? But they having a good time and update on She by Sheree. Baby, the most you're going to see She by Sheree is Sheree in She by Sheree, baby, because online, it ain't doing what it's supposed to do, baby. Ain't nobody paying no $274 because I did see that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to get there. Anyway, but that's how it was. Just my camera. Okay, y'all. So the next scene, we got the candy-coated click, comma, and the infamous Don Juan. I don't know what to think about Don Juan, y'all, okay? Don Juan, I don't like him, but then I like him. But then I don't like him, but then I like him. I don't know. Karma. That's how Mama Joyce said Carmen. She said, karma. Anyway, okay, so they began talking about the website crashing of Sheree. And Candy says, that at some point she did try to extend help, but Sheree is just too delusional in her head, thinking that, I just got people. She want to be that type of woman. But we see where She by Sheree is right now. Next, they start talking about Candy Coated Nice. Back in the day, y'all, Candy Coated Nice was online, okay? It was online. And then I think they tried. Did they bring it to Bravo? I don't know. I really didn't watch it. I just remember it being online and stuff, and the connection was real messed up. That was back then, baby. That was like years and years and years and years and years ago. Y'all know Candy love talking about sex, child, but Candy, I love that's my girl. Okay, that's my girl. Kenya arrives. Kenya arrives. Then here comes Mayetta looking good. I'm glad Mayetta is back for another season. I am glad because I don't think that she got a good chance last season. She was just really like a fly on the wall. She really just didn't say anything. She was just witnessing a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm glad to see her in a confessional too. She really looks good, and I can tell, baby. She this first scene, she said more words than she said last season altogether. Okay, so basically, Manyata has coupled Kenya up with this guy named Roy. He's best friends with Manyata. They've been knowing each other for years, and basically Kenya is like, feeling herself right now. She seems to be into this guy. I don't know the relationship status. Hopefully, they're gonna let us know that along the way, as the season progresses or whatever. But she is booed up, and let me tell y'all something. After dealing with Mark Daly, baby, Kenya can, baby. You need anybody other than him, baby, because he was an a-hole. Okay, he was an a-hole. He was a narcissist, and it shouldn't take it shouldn't take this long to get divorced. I really feel like he is what's holding this divorce up from making it final. I really do believe that or whatever. And Chad clearly ain't nothing going good for him. This restaurant ain't going good for him. I hope he ain't trying to get no alimony, but that is another conversation. Yeah, so they began to talk about Candy's spoofs, and Sheree was upset about the spoofs. But this is my thing. Okay, I get it. They're spoofs. You were portrayed in that spoof. They're reenacting a scene from the reunion, which you were included in. Great. But I don't believe that the doggone spoof was strictly centered around Sheree. It was really centered around Marlo, but Sheree did have the whole I'm good clickbait or whatever. And I'm just like, Sheree, I really do feel like she is looking for an issue with Candy. Why, bitch? Why? I just feel like she is looking for an issue, for a storyline. Maybe because she know this Martell thing is gonna last so long, but it definitely does feel forced as well as Marlo. But we'll get back to that when we do that. But then they start talking about Keeking about the streets. The streets has been saying that Martell Holt, he talking to somebody else in Atlanta. Now, let me just say this. If Martell and Sheree has an agreement that, listen, we're just dating, we can see other people, fine. Okay, cool. But if that y'all are so-called exclusive, yeah, that's a problem. And I didn't see anything wrong with them Kiki about everybody else's business. Should we roll the tapes back, okay? So this is not the first time somebody went on screen and talked about somebody else's business. And then again, I don't even believe none of those ladies was looking for that type of information. It probably was brought to them or whatever. Now, granted, they waited to say this stuff on camera. That's nothing. I'm just gonna keep it a buck now. Y'all wait to say it on camera. Now, I don't know how production works, but I mean, if me and you are considered friends, then I wouldn't wait to say it on camera. But then again, Sheree is making it very clear that her and Candy are on the best of terms right now. So who knows? Listen, I don't know, but yeah, they basically saying that Martell is around here being a horror, So we gonna see how this progresses. So the show comes back on, and they begin talking about the fact that Kenya received a message from Martell a couple of years ago, right? So I was like, okay, here we go with the bull. Here we go with the bull. Okay, so the message didn't have anything in there, right? Clearly, I don't think that they weren't following each other, so she couldn't see the message. So I'm believing the message had to have been a request in her DM or something like hidden or whatever. I don't know how that goes, but when they looked at the message was unsent. Leads me to believe that he was trying to hit on Miss Kenya, which is more up to the fact why I feel like he's an opportunist. You clearly wasn't getting in Kenya inbox just to say blessings to you. You definitely try to, I feel like, and maybe this is reaching to some people, but I do feel like he tried to talk to her. That was the, yeah, that was the initiation or whatever. And she just didn't catch it because she didn't see it or whatever. Thank God. But I don't think he is as stupid either. But yeah, that's why I feel like he's an opportunity. You just want to get on this show. I truly feel like that. But whatever. All right. So let's get down to nitty gritty. Candy and Todd. Okay, so Todd is writing this movie and he wants Candy to produce it or whatever. We all know Big Boss Candy. She got so much stuff going on, and as well as Todd, because they both have a lot of business ventures that they do together, and a lot that Todd does and Candy does alone. Now, I do feel like Candy probably has more, but they both are equally busy all the time. So basically, at this moment, Todd feels as though that he gives his all to Candy when she needs him to, but she doesn't do the same in return. So Candy she ends up bringing up the scenario that happened recently that Todd wanted her to help write the script or whatever. And she said, okay, she asked him what time. He says 11. And she said, well, I got an interview at 11. And okay, so when the day comes for, she said, she was getting ready to, I guess she was going to ask him, are you still doing it at 11 or whatever? He said, no, they moved it to 4. And so he moved it to 4. And so she like, well, how you gonna do that when you said it was 11 or whatever? So Candy's issue is that she's trying to compromise with her big schedule or whatever, but she feels like her husband, Todd, is really making her look like she is the problem in why they can't find some type of common ground or some middle. And I'm just going to say this, for anybody, that is frustrating as hell. Especially when you're trying, that's frustrating as hell. And I'm glad Ken did give her some advice and say, listen, you have to basically, at the end of the day, find time for your family, because you're going to end up like her, And I'm not saying that's her issue, and that was the reason why her and Mark got a divorce or whatever, but that does lead to divorce or whatever, and that's for both of them. Just not her, okay? We're not going to be one-sided. That's for both of them. They both have to find time for each other, and as far as family time and a time for business or whatever. I get it. Y'all like to make money. And while I'm at that, congratulations both of y'all on the Emmy nomination, and congratulations to Candy on the Tony, or is it both of them on the Tony and Candy on the Emmy? Whichever one. Congratulations to both of y'all or whatever. Okay. All right, y'all. So now we are introduced to Miss Sonya. This is her second season. I'm going to go ahead and say this. I was not too fond of Sonya. I'm still kind of not too fond of Sonya. But I really do feel as though that she has a great personality. I love her smile. I love to see her. It's refreshing to see her on the screen. Do I feel like she's a good fit for Housewives? I can say that she's doing it, but I could. There is somebody that I can say like, okay, that they will be better fitting than her. But for the most part, Sanya is okay. She's okay. I think I'm still trying to feel her out. But we get on in her scene. So she's with her family, her daycare center full of people in her house, baby. I just don't understand. Now, she says her house is 9,000 square feet. Okay, granted, that is big. But damn, that don't mean I want my whole family and in-laws in my house. That just... How they do it, baby? They been doing it for a couple years. Ain't no damn way. So they begin to talk about Ross's V-Day party. And she's just trying to figure out the RSVP and, contracts and stuff, making sure everything is good, because Sonya got something to prove from last year when she threw Sheree B-Day party, when she had all the patty, something like Jamaican something. It was some type of food she had and they were not feeling it. They really talked bad about Sonya. So Sonya is trying to come home, but I hope she's not trying to do this just for them. Baby, do this for your husband. Them hoes, if you want to come, you come. But anyway, now let's get to it. They start talking about, Sonya starts talking about asking her brother-in-law, how does it feel to be her assistant? So we get that whole discussion. So basically, I forgot her brother-in-law's name, but he is having a hard time finding real estate gigs in Atlanta, you know. So I guess she decided to, you know, make him a assistant for the time being until I guess he finds him a real estate gig or whatever. And if you all don't know, her sister is the person who does her hair. So her sister is a hairdresser, so she works around the clock as well. And they also mentioned that her dad and her mom were once Sonya's manager. And I was like, okay, cool. And her sister, damn, what's her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna get it. But her sister basically says that she feels as though Sonya does not respect boundaries. She feels as though that when they are having family time, that's the moment Sonya wants to tell him to come out and do this and do that and do this and do that or whatever, and write this down, put this on the calendar or whatever. And she feels as though like it's disrespectful. And also the sister, she brought up a scenario where she and Sanya, I guess they were in the house and she was plating her food and Sanya asked the boys like right at dinner time, hey, do you want to go outside? And she feels as though, her sister feels as though she has to be the bad person to be like, no, you can't go outside because now it's time to eat. And after that it's tub and after that it's the bedtime or whatever. And I'm just going to say this. I get both sides, okay? This is a touchy topic. It's a touchy subject, but I get both sides. I get the fact that she feels as though Tanya doesn't respect boundaries. And she made some valid points, okay? Now, this is my thing. Miss Sister Girl, what the hell is it? I'm sorry, y'all. Damn, do I live in the hood? I'm not even gonna edit that out, but that scared the shit out of me. But I guess Sanya, okay, here it is. Number one, y'all living in Sanya's house, and I'm pretty sure you ain't gotta pay nothing, no rent or nothing, right? I'm pretty sure that, right? That's one thing, and that's what's confusing me. You feel a way about that, but you also live in your sister's house with your husband and your two kids. And now I'm just gonna say this: a personal assistant to a person that is a celebrity or whoever, but we're gonna speak about Sonya in this instant. You work around the clock, baby. Okay, I don't know if she did a contract with him, but the personal assistants I've heard of, they work around the clock. Okay, they have to be flexible in their schedules or whatever. So I get it's an issue, but my thing is you can't mix family. I won't say family and business, but I just feel like, oh, I just feel like this is so touchy, y'all. I feel like, baby, sister girl husband, you just need to find your own job because clearly it's not going well for you. I mean, clearly you want to take advantage that this is your family, you know, and so you don't want to be busy around the clock. But then again, if this was a real job, you probably would have had those same feelings, but you probably would have never said it or whatever because you're getting money at the end of the day, still living in Sonya and her husband's house. It's a lot, y'all. This situation is a lot. Saying you just need to get your damn family out the house. I'm pretty sure they on camera now on Real Housewives. They do get a check, okay? They may not get a contract, but they get a check somewhere. Y'all take this shit and run with it, okay? Go on somewhere and get y'all an apartment. Sonya's sick of y'all being in her damn house. And I'm sick of hearing her talking about y'all, okay? And that's just fine. So now we get to see Brooklyn and Kenya in a little small skit or whatever. Brooklyn is just so cute. Brooklyn is the cutest little girl. I'm so happy that Kenya has Brooklyn. She is so pretty and her little curly hair. Oh my god, she is so cute. We next get to see Sonya. You know, she's getting prepared. She's getting fitted for these dresses or whatever for the big party. And then the next scene is Candy and Todd. So we see Candy and Todd at home. Todd is on his laptop, going over the script or whatever for his new movie, and Candy is on her mom duties, you know, feeding Blaze and Ace. Yeah, Ace. Feeding Blaze and Ace. And she's trying to clean up and do whatever. And she's telling Todd, okay, family time, you know. He's like, okay, babe, you know, one more and family time. And right here is what we see, I guess what we see what Candy is talking about. You know, I guess she feels as though she's continuing to feel like he is making her out to be the person that's not trying to compromise even though she is trying or whatever. I don't know. I do feel as though I like this between Candy and Ty because we never get to really see them into it or have any type of situation or not. I mean, I like this side. I hate that they're going through it though, but I like to see this because it seems and it comes off as authentic. I know they're gonna get it together, but I just feel like they got so much going on, y'all. Family is everything. Definitely spend time with your kids, and then I just feel like you don't get the time back. Candy is always traveling. Every time I'm looking on her story on Instagram, the lady is in Los Angeles. Then she's in Chicago for the Shy. Then she's doing this. Then she's doing that. And then doing this and that. And the only thing I can help to think is, hey, how about those babies? I know I'm pretty sure she talks to the babies every day, and she's trying to provide for her kids or whatever. But I'm just like, yeah. I see it. I definitely don't want y'all to go down the divorce road. I don't want this show to tear down your relationship, but it definitely is highlighting some situations that need to be fixed, and this is one of them. And I know y'all gonna get through it, Candy and Ty. Y'all just work so damn much. Okay. In the next scene, Marlo. I don't like Marlo. I just don't like Marlo for this show. I don't like her. But we're going to do this. So basically, Michael and William, Marlo's nephews, are preparing, I think, a dinner for her or whatever. She comes downstairs. I will say I do love to see the dynamic that she and her nephews have. I love it. That you can tell that they love their Monty. And I do know I can definitely tell them Amala loves her nephews, despite what happened last year, the incident of her kicking the kids out or whatever. I do feel as though she does love them, and I do feel like she felt as though she made a mistake last year. And basically, they're now seeing a life coach. They've been seeing this life coach for a couple months now. And it looks like they're trying to progress or whatever. It looks like I just feel like this is the right move. I do feel as though they should have brought someone in like her or a counselor or something, or somebody like that, right when she knew that she was going to take on the challenge of raising these boys, because she never raised kids before. Well, she did say her sister, her younger sister, was kind of like her, but she kind of felt like she raised her a little bit, but it's not the same. It's still not the same, whatever. But like I said, we get to see Marlo in this dynamic, and like again, I love to see her in this dynamic, not when she trying to run people down the damn mud or talk about people or find reasons to hate a motherfucker. That shit gets on my nerves, and it does come across as artificial on the screen. It does, because it just be like shit. The shit that she say be so unwarranted. Where did it come from, Marlo? I'm trying my best to like you, or trying to find a spot in for you, but every time I do, you just bring back the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's saving you for me is your nephews, because I love to see those two boys. They look like two very intelligent boys or whatever. And bitch, don't hurt them boys. Even though that's your nephew, don't kick them out no damn more, because you pissed me off with this shit last year. But yeah. All right, guys. So now we are finally introduced to the official friend of the show, Courtney. From what I saw, y'all, I don't like her. I did see the sneak peek clip before the show aired. And let me just say this, she already getting on my fucking nerves already. The bitch is already starting unnecessary shit, and I don't even like it. So we see her come to Sheree's house. Sheree and her She by Sheree athletic wear that we never gonna get online, even though I'm not buying that high ass shit. And her and Sanya was there exercising or whatever, and like I say, she opened the door for Courtney. Courtney gets her a big welcome and a hug or whatever, however you want to say the shit. And we get from Sheree that her and Courtney have been friends for a while, because their kids all attended the same school. And she says Courtney is a Capricorn. Courtney is no nonsense. She's real, and that's what she likes about her. And so they all get to go sitting at I believe Sheree's bar or whatever, and they have them a drink. Was it like a smoothie or whatever, and then they all have some wine or whatever. And Courtney basically says that she's a marketing consultant or whatever, and she has a jewelry line, okay? And so they began to continue to talking about Saya's party. Sheree says, well, I also invited Courtney as well. Is that fine? She's like, okay, that's fine. They go over the wardrobe for the party or whatever. And then Saya says, well, have you met some of the girls? And Saya says, well, yeah, I met Marlo briefly. Courtney says, I met Marlo briefly. And Saya was like, oh, Drew. I was like, Saya, don't start that bullshit, because baby, you will make nothing out of something. Something out of nothing, baby. You will. Then they bring up Candy. Sonya says, Candy and Todd were the first one to RSVP. And Courtney was like, well, I've heard of her. She seems cool or whatever. And yeah, I heard that she was going around saying that I said that we were friends. And I was like, she's going to make this a fucking issue. Why would I say that? Because I do respect her. She is worldwide. So why would I was like... whatever. And I was just like, and here goes Sheree. Y'all already trying to start some mess. Bitch, you look stupid as hell. Finding an issue because somebody said, because it is alleged, because you got it from somebody else, not from her, that this woman said that you said that y'all were friends. If you never said that, okay, just say I didn't say that. But you made an issue. I couldn't even think of the harm that could have been portrayed in Candy potentially saying that. And saying, well, she was looking around about asking about me and what. Baby, when I tell you, I just felt like, child, I don't know. Next thing we get, basically everybody is getting ready for this Ross's Harlem Nights themed birthday party, and Candy basically shades Marlo, and Ty says something about a pimp, and Candy basically bring up Marlo's name, and I died on the floor. I couldn't even get exactly what she said because I can't remember, but that shit was so funny. I said, bitch, Candy, you is stupid. And Marlo is over there with what is his name? Is it Derek? I think so. Wardrobe stylist. He has been on Real Housewives older seasons or whatever. He also was featured in Married to Medicine in one of the beginning seasons or whatever. And they basically go over what Marlo's gonna wear. Now I'm gonna tell you one thing about Marlo. This bitch, she gonna put it on. She gonna put them clothes on. She is a label whore. She gotta show every damn label she got. But she puts it on. And she basically says, no, he brings up that they bring up something about Candy being over there, and she's saying that she haven't talked to Candy in a minute since I believe the reunion or whatever. And he was like, oh, whatever. And I forgot. He was like, well, it ain't gonna look too well for y'all. And then basically she just started going off of the mouth saying, well, Candy need to stick to doing something else because Broadway ain't working for you, and singing ain't working for you. And I'm just like, bitch, I know you look stupid right about now. Timing is a motherfucker, because the time that this aired is around the time that Candy just got nominated for a Tony for her other Broadway play that she helped produce, her entire helped produce. And she's also nominated for an Emmy. So I know Marlo is looking so stupid with that damn lisp right about now, okay? All right, y'all. So everybody is arriving to the party. Everybody is looking good. Kenya looks good. Candy looks amazing. That body, yaddy, yaddy. Sheree and Martell, Lord, Sheree and Martell. They there. Marlo looks good. Marlo is at the damn table gambling. She said, I'm not finna be in this shit tonight, but I may start some shit, but I ain't gonna be in it. I'm not gonna be in the stuff. And also they see Ralph. Ralph arrives without Drew. And I was like, what the hell, Drew? I ain't seen Drew this whole episode. Where the hell is Drew? And he basically says that Drew is sick and she's going through a family crisis. And Kenya says, you are part of the crisis if she is going through a family crisis. Why are you not here? And they then fucked around and gave Ralph a damn confessional. And here he go. Yeah, my wife, she's going through some family issues. Her father was sick and blah, blah, blah. Now, but I had to show love to my boy. Hence why they getting a divorce now. And you should have been divorced his narcissistic ass. 'Cause I do not like that man. I don't like him at all, not one bit. And it's 1,000 reasons I can say why I don't like him, but we ain't even finna go over right now, okay? But needless to say, the party looks amazing. Sanya said that at first her budget was 40,000. And she said she went all the way up to 100,000. Now, Sanya, baby, you better than me. Because ain't no damn way. But then again, if I had the money like y'all, I probably would. I don't know. Because I damn sure ain't got the money like y'all, baby. So, yeah, I can't do that. But the party is good. Now, Candy, basically, she making it very clear that, look, the party is good. Now, it ain't no Candy coded party. But it looks good. And you got to give it to Sanya. You know, she definitely did step up from last year. She steps up. And we get to sing where Sheree and Candy, they finally see each other. And Sheree's like, look at this. Being fake and shit, but in the confessional, she goes, I don't have much to say to Candy. But you was, fake. Anyway, basically, everybody is shading everybody because, heck, Kenya, why is he here? Seeing Martell or whatever. And, Sheree's basically saying that Kenya ain't got no damn business. She always in somebody's business. She trying to start some stuff or whatever. And baby, I like to fell out when the producers basically helped Kenya in this read by saying, watch me date these dumb dudes. And I was like, somebody had to say it, baby. Because Sheree, bitch, you dating every dude that you feel that is literally visibly a no. Like if they have no written on them or no. And you just like, well, I can't help but to try. Bitch, sit your ass down so you are past 50. Oh, speaking of past 50, did I get there? Did y'all catch that read when King was basically saying that Sheree ain't got to worry about getting pregnant because she don't even get no periods. Talking about Martell every time Martell dates somebody, he get them pregnant, baby. Or look at somebody. Baby, Kenya for the win. Kenya is for the win, okay? For this episode. Hey, y'all, this... Baby, when I tell you they are starting the fucking shit this last couple minutes of the damn episode, I don't know what this... Look, episode 1 of season 15. Okay, so basically, we got Candy, King, and Mayetta. So they're trying to discuss whether they're going to tell Sheree the freaking tea. Now, if I'm going to be quite honest, I would not have told her that at Sanya's birthday party. I just wouldn't. Because if I was a friend to Sanya, or if I were cool to Sanya, I would not have wanted to start that mess at that party of what it could potentially be. And on next week's episode, we clearly see what's about to go on or whatever. So they're trying to figure that out or whatever. Then I think the next thing happened. Oh yeah, Sanya introduces Candy to Courtney, and they are introducing each other. And it's Hego Courtney, yeah, and I'm just like, okay. So Courtney basically says that yeah, my friend Dina basically said that, you know, I said that we were friends, and I was like, why did I say that? And Candy's looking at her like, bitch, yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. So let's just fast forward to me, and we all seen what happened. The people that's watching me right now, I ain't even finna go detail for detail. I'm just finna say this. Courtney was fucking wrong. Sanya, you are in this, like, at first I was thinking, I was like, is Sanya in this? But then I was like, yes, Sanya is in this. I'm gonna tell you about in a few minutes. But Courtney, you brought the energy, baby. You brought the energy. And like I said in the beginning, I don't feel as though this would have been something that would have pressed me or made me feel some type of way, especially from Candy, being that you said you respected her. Bitch, just putting your name in the same circle with her is respect to me. I'm just like, what type of offense? What type of offense could you have had with Candy potentially saying it? And Candy is trying to clearly state what she said in her part, that it was not what you think. And here you go in the end. I really respect you, and I was really disappointed, and I don't have the clout chase. And Candy just like, there you go again. And, you doing all this bouncing. What's all this bouncing for? Because you just admitted that you did have an injury. Now you bouncing. And so, baby, they from the A. And I'm from the SIP, okay? When you bouncing in somebody's face, that means you want to, you trying to neck a few bucks. So what we going to do? Because if we going to do something, I'm gonna make sure I got mine together. And so you doing all this, and when she's sitting here trying to have a cordial conversation with you, because people are witnessing all of this right here, and there are cameras and everything, right? Okay. So here she go. Candy was like, well, stop bouncing at me then. And she's like, well, calm the fuck down. I'm like, oh shit, here you go. And Candy said, bitch. I said, oh, baby, and Candy said, I'm about to headbutt this bitch. Y'all, I cannot stop saying that ever since I seen the trailer. I have been saying it for so long because I'm just like, baby, who says that? And I'm not saying people don't say that, but like, Candy, that was the first thing that came to your mind, baby. I'm finna headbutt this bitch. You ain't say, I'm finna bust her ass to the white, and you ain't even say that. You said, I'm about to headbutt this bitch. That was funny. And, let me not forget the shit that was going over there with Sheree, Mayetta, and Kenya. So Mayetta basically says, well, when this whole shit went down with Tyrone, I was there to check on you, right? And I just want to make sure that, I'm trying to figure out where you, Martell, is at. Because I have been hearing, the stuff that been going around and saying that Martell been talking to other people. And so, and Sheree's confessional, it confused the fuck out of me. Because here goes Sheree. Well, if Martell want to cheat with, if Martell wants to cheat with a Toyota, that's on him. Baby, this is a Ferrari. And I'm like, cheat? But I thought y'all were just dating. Something in the book is not clean. Somebody lying. This is making me feel like a lot more to the point I was making earlier that this is a business relationship. Because first you're dating. Then you were just friends and y'all were just filling each other out. Now you're referring to him cheating. You can't cheat if y'all just dating. You know what I'm saying? And then in recent interviews, she basically making it seem like they never actually were or official, but you keep reference cheating. She's getting on my nerves. So basically, Candy and Kenya name always gets me. But Kenya drops the bomb and basically says, well, Martell hit me up in the DM, basically. And she says, when he did it, and Sheree, let me see. What if he did? Let me see. And here goes Sheree ass. Here go the motherfucking shit. And so that's where it stops off, and it says to be continued. Yeah, the shit is starting so super early in this Real Housewives season. I'm just gonna say this, baby. It ain't gonna look too pretty to begin the first minutes of the next episode. This upcoming Sunday. I give this season premiere. I'm going to give it an A. I feel like it's been a long time since I have really felt as though, yeah, they shook shit up the first episode or the season premiere of Real Housewives. And I'm going to say they all brought it. It's messy shit now, but they all brought something. And I do love the confessionals with them being pushed back a little bit. I love that and stuff. I love the different types of hair, even though Candy looked like Sister Soldier or Foxy Cleopatra. I don't know what the hell she was thinking with the hair. It's like I like it, but I don't. But I'm leaning more towards though I don't like it. But everybody looks good in their confessionals. I love the new intro and everything. I cannot wait to hear the taglines. I don't know why the hell Bravo never want to do that. They want to wait later on to give us the damn tagline. But oh well. And I hope to see Drew in this next episode because I love me some Drew. Drew is the only cast member that has surpassed seasons past since Portia surpassed 2 seasons since Portia and Kenya's debut, and I think everybody else had 2 seasons or less. And I think Eva had 2 seasons, Shamara had 1 season, Carly had 1, Kim Fields had 1, and Drew Sidora is on for her 3rd season. So Congrats to Drew. Yeah, like I said, y'all tune in next week. Hopefully I can get this video up earlier next week if I'm not too busy. But y'all be prepared to see more videos. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment under this. You know, I want to have this discussion with y'all, okay? This is my first time doing this, so y'all bear with me. I know there was a lot of hiccups, a lot of mistakes, and I know like as far as the camera quality and stuff, all of that will progress as I go. And I'm trying to be consistent, y'all. And I love doing this because I really, really love watching Real Housewives. And I am really wanting to do Married to Medicine when it comes on. What other shows you would like me to review? Let me know. If I have time, I will let y'all know. Until next time, peace. Thank y'all for watching.